Commissioner Tristamata Castillo, County Commissioner. Women are working on all levels. So, in 2018, we also changed history and we sent the Republicans who had blocked things packing out of Congressional District 3. And elected Deedee Phillips with the highest voter turnout in the country. It is my great pleasure today to introduce the woman who is responsible for giving us Deedee Phillips, who carried him, who birthed him, who reared him, who made him the man he is, to read a letter because he's in D.C. for floor votes. Deedee Phillips.
It's his words with my voice. Oh, right in, okay. This is a letter from Dean. It's his words, my voice. To ERA, Minnesota, and all gathered to celebrate International Women's Day. I write to express my deepest regrets for not being able to join you in Minnesota today. I assure you that the extraordinary woman who stands in my place is not a consolation, but a treasure in her own right, and a tireless voice for equality from whom I draw inspiration and strength. I remember my mother, Deedee, an entrepreneur, community volunteer, and activist, wearing a green ERA Now pin. As a member of Congress, I honor her every day as an advocate for women's health, economic security, economic freedom, and equal rights. In January, I co-sponsored the Paycheck Fairness Act, a long overdue update to the Equal Pay Act of 1963. It takes critical steps to close the gender pay gap that still exists in this country. In February, I joined my sisters in Congress in a sea of suffragette white at the State of the Union address. As the only male member of Congress to wear a white jacket, it was my privilege to honor the extraordinary women of the 116th Congress, my mother and the suffragettes, whose tireless work afforded my great-grandmothers, Sarah Johnson and Rose Phillips, the right to vote in 1920. In March, my district office opened in Minnetonka. I hope you come to know it well. Our doors, phone lines, inboxes are open for your perspectives, concerns, and most importantly, your ideas. And while we cannot legislate decency, I promise to do all I can to level the playing field for women in the workplace, create equity and opportunity, pay, healthcare, and everywhere in between. In solidarity, signed, Representative Deedee Phillips.